Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. We're back in the studio after 3 months away, still social distancing. We've had the measure out. But we're back with a Premier League show, and it's a sombre affair today because we've got to talk about where the top four's gone, but also the elephant in the room is the fact that Liverpool are freshly crowned champions. Well, I've had my say this morning on the press conference, so everyone knows where I am on this. But what's your feeling?
We've all been delaying the inevitable. We knew it was going to happen. Thought it was going to happen last year. All happy, obviously, that it didn't, considering we've got our own problems. This year, let's face it, we've known since Christmas. Do you know what I'm saying?
Doesn't make it any easier, though, does it?
And that's the thing for me. Like, although it was like, then the coronavirus came, and even when they do win it, they won't have any fans, and it's not the same. Listen, mate. As soon as City flipping messed up here yesterday, I literally was like, I just need to come off. I got my friends tweeting me. I've been so close to actually muting them. My uncles. What can you say, innit? They won the league for the first time in 30 years, so they're going to shout about it probably all year. And then we've still got a fucking celebration whenever fans are allowed, and they're going to do a big fit. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you. It is what it is. Obviously, the table don't lie, innit? And they've been well out in front for ages. But more to the point, although we've known it's going to happen for a long time, I know you were saying as well, and a lot of Man United fans are saying, if this don't give the board the kick up the arse, the people who are high up. Yes, we've been making progress, making good signings. It just shows, again, though, it reinforces if you were getting back into a little moment of comfort. Oh, we've got Bruno, we've got Pogba, it's lovely, we're fixed. Martial's got a hat-trick. No, we still need to get this summer right. We still need to recruit right. Because I tell you what, being 30-odd points behind Liverpool in any Premier League era is unforgivable as Man United. And we need to not lose sight of that. And I know it's difficult because, look, We've had so much success, and it's taken Liverpool 30 years to rebuild, you could say. Do you know what I mean? So I understand that, but we're not them. And we've got a lot more resources than them, and it shouldn't be taking us not even 7-8 years to rebuild, and it has done. So dare I say it could be before, we're a decade before we've won a Premier League. So we need to get our asses in gear.
I think with United at the moment, there's a positive small picture and there's a negative big picture.
Yes.
And I think people need to understand that you can have your foot in both doors, really.
Yeah.
We have got a positive picture. Pogba's doing well, Bruno, Rashford, Martial. The team is heading in the right direction. But we're also, the bigger picture is Liverpool have just won a title. They're better run than us. They're making better signings than us. They've got a better manager than us. They've got better players than us. And we are still, we've still lost a lot of games this season. And you can't, this has been building up for a long time. So I hope United take it as a kick up the backside. I really do. But this, for me, we were talking just before we went live, it is a Premier League show. We're going to talk about top four and mid-table and relegation in a moment. But for me, just a very quick one on this, I think Liverpool are massive favourites to win the title next year. So it's not a problem for now, it's a problem for next year. Man City, to me, last night, didn't turn up. But also, David Silva's going. Aguero's getting older, maybe going to get a ban. They don't look. Look, what did Lampard do against City last night? He did what we did. He sat back and he hit him on the break. Yeah. And that's how you beat City.
That's the way to beat City. I think that's the difference between Liverpool and City. Yes, they've both got fantastic players, and Manchester City more so got two squads they could put out that could equally have a chance of winning the Premier League in a different era. But I think it's that ease of playing against them. Liverpool,
they've got one way of playing, haven't they?
They've got one way, and you know what I mean.
Not Liverpool, City.
City do. And once you work that out and hit them on the break, they're not good enough. So Pep's gonna have his thinking cap on because Liverpool just ran away with it. They're a lot more difficult to beat. Only one loss this year. So
yeah, I think Liverpool will. As of now, I think Liverpool will run away with it next season. And if they win it next year, they've won it twice. They're building a dynasty there, so I understand the United patience thing, and I'm not going to say we're going to win the league next year, but we've got to do something next year. We've got to do some hits.
Knocking on the door.
Anyway, top four next. Obviously, I think City will finish second. Liverpool are going to finish first. They have finished first. Leicester, third. Chelsea a point behind them now in fourth, and we are 5 points off Chelsea and 6 points off Leicester, as are Wolves. Top four race. Where do you sit on that now?
It's hotting up, mate. This is.
Can we? It can 5 and 6 points with 7 games to go.
It can be. Of course, it can be done, but it comes down to the two factors which we always knew it would. We need to hit the ground running and go on a run, and we need Chelsea to drop some points. You're looking at that City game, the Villa game. They were 1-0 down, and you're thinking, I tell you what, it could have been perfect after the draw at Tottenham.
Yeah.
Even a draw would have been all right, but they ended up winning. in the fashion that they won last night, they kept plugging away and waiting for the mistakes. And there's a big that there, because we were so focused on Liverpool. Oh, for God's sake, you're forgetting that it's a massive win for Chelsea.
No, that's all I was bothered.
I'm
not bothered about Liverpool.
That's
really.
They
were going to win the
league.
league.
Exactly, they were always going to win the league. So we all kind of, you might think the Liverpool thing, but realistically, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're thinking, what a win. You don't give a shit about Liverpool.
I think for Chelsea, that's almost top 4 done, and it annoys me because it's just about the fixture list. Because you look at Man City and Liverpool, which is what Chelsea had to play, and you go, that's the 6 points. But actually, Man City couldn't have given 2 shits last night. That's the worst I've seen Man City play.
What shape are Liverpool going to be?
And Liverpool will be there high-fiving Chelsea, saying, thanks for winning. We were on the beach.
Exactly.
And Chelsea will be like, thanks, we'll have the 3 points. We won't humiliate you, but we just want a 2-0 win.
It could happen. It could happen.
So you're really looking at Chelsea to drop points against Wolves on the last day, which they might do.
Could happen, but we've got Leicester that
And maybe Watford or something like that. But Chelsea looks strong. I don't know what you said, but I did say United and Chelsea will kick Leicester out. So I'm still very confident we're going to get top 4. I think the mood of...
Because you think Leicester will come out of the top 4 then now?
Yeah. 6 points behind Leicester, 3 points taken away because we're going to beat them, 3-point gap, they'll drop points. We've got to win all our games. I'll say that. We can't say we're catching Leicester, we're catching Chelsea, and then draw against Southampton.
No.
We've got to win every game, and that is the thing. Can United go and win 7 games in a row? Bloody hell we can. Will we?
That's the $1 million question. It's something we haven't seen in so long. It took us ages just to get 3 wins in a row, I remember. Then we went back to inconsistency.
Well, it was Ollie at the start, I think, the last time we did it.
Do you know what I'm saying? So since the interim job, we haven't seen us do it.
Yeah.
With how we're playing at the moment and what it looks like it could develop into, it's there. There's no reason why they can't go and create chances after chances in each game, win games, put teams to bed, especially with the fixture list that we've got. However, though, I always say it to you on shows, we have the United arrogance, which I get it. We're a big club. We've got big players. And if we play to the best of our ability in these games, we've got better players than the teams that we're playing against. However, these teams that we're playing against fighting for their lives, you saw with Villa, they were getting dominated by Chelsea, and then they found themselves 1-0 up from a set piece. They just didn't maybe have the quality to hold on, and Chelsea kind of made a change, and then bang, bang, it was over. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes against, we might play Bournemouth. I'm not trying to jinx it. Bournemouth, Old Trafford, it's tight. They nick one before half-time from a flipping corner or something like that, and then they just hang on or get a draw.
You're working into that, aren't you? Like I said this before, it's like, you play Bournemouth, for example, you absolutely banter, you batter them, sorry. Be nice to banter them, batter them, hit the post 3 times, this, that and the other. They hit a long ball over the top. Maguire against Josh King, he ain't got the pace.
There you go.
De Gea misjudges it, 1-0.
It can happen, and
that would normally happen over 8 games. I mean, how many times does any club, and I know Liverpool and Man City have been brilliant at it, but normally, Arsenal are great at it, we're great at it. You look at the fixtures for November and you go, we'll win all of them, and then instead of getting 16 points, you come out with 9, and you go, how did we draw? Because that's football.
And it's silly draw, and that's what I mean, and that's what worries me. We're asking for ourselves to do something, that we haven't seen. We haven't seen it.
I think we've got to win all our games.
Have to.
And then I think we will get Leicester out. Chelsea.
Are they going to have an uncharacteristic performance? And also, Mark, what you have to realise,
very good. Now that everyone's fit for Chelsea,
Wolves don't look like dropping points anytime
I don't
soon.
want them to, because ultimately, Wolves have got the same points as us. If everyone doesn't know, people are saying, "Oh, we need Wolves to drop points." We don't need Wolves to drop points.
No, we don't need them to drop points.
We have got to. If we want top 4,
ahead.
if we get top 4, if we want top 4, we've got to win all our games. So why not say Wolves win all their games? Our goal difference better. I want Wolves to win every game, and on the last game of the season against Chelsea, I want them to need to win that, because we're ahead of Wolves. So if Wolves keep winning, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
It's hard. We've got to keep winning. If we look, everyone says, well, they might go past us, but if we draw or lose, we ain't getting top 4. There is no room for error. So unless Wolves start winning 6-0 every game and their goal difference gets better, I'll worry then. But I hope Wolves do win tomorrow against Villa. I hope they keep winning and winning, because then the last game against Chelsea, maybe they get a draw.
No, I would rather they drop some points though. No. I get it in terms of as soon as we drop points, we're done. But it's still better
But Wolves could go into that last game against Chelsea and be like, well, we can't catch them.
Yeah, but if they've won,
stay back for the Europa League.
Yeah, but if they've won all their games, because like you're saying, you want them to keep winning, they could get to that last game and know that if they win and we lose or drop points against Leicester,
I'd rather that pressure stay.
To keep us on our toes.
Yeah, we've got to beat Leicester anyway, so we've got to win all our games, I think. I
just want everyone around us to drop points. It was Sheffield United, now they're out of it. I want it to next to be Wolves, obviously just above us, want Chelsea's drop points. Even Spurs, you don't want them getting a look in as well because, you know.
But I think look, Spurs, we may as well do that. Spurs, Arsenal, Sheffield United, you're on it. Forget about it. Get your beach towel.
What
Get down Bournemouth Beach.
What are Spurs? 2 points
6
off
off us.
Oh, 6 now?
Yeah.
Oh,
so they're 11 points off.
6 points off us?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know. Oh, yeah, they're out of it.
Yeah. You're
Lest we lose 2 on the bounce.
But then they might catch us, but they ain't catching Chelsea. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No one's in a top 4 race apart from us, Wolves, Chelsea, and Leicester. And to be honest with you, with 7 games to go and 5 points to 4th and 6 points to 3rd, most people would say, no, that's done.
Yeah.
But not if you win all your games.
Interesting to see what happened with 5th though, because when we found out about Man City, I know a lot of Man United fans. Absolutely, we don't want to aim for that. No chance. But we could find ourselves, because I think we do find out before the end of the season as well.
You know what?
But
after last night's performance, I hope you do get a ban, and I hope it stays at 2 years. Because I just felt that last night, nothing was going to stop Liverpool winning the league, so I'm not bothered about that. What I'm bothered about last night is that this is a professional league. It's one of the best leagues in the world. And we beat City twice fairly. You know, they created chances, they played well against us, and we beat them. Yeah, we parked the bus, but that's how you do it. City last night, fair play Chelsea, parked the bus, deserved to win. That wasn't Man City. That was not Man City. It wasn't. I'm not saying
errors. Edison does mess up a lot.
Mendy
messes up a lot.
52 million to be a social media manager.
But he does it. But he's been doing them mistakes for ages.
It's crap. That's what I mean.
100%.
He's only good on Twitter. That's all he is. And he's not even as good as Evra. He's a bloody Poundland Evra on Twitter.
Luke Shaw better than Mendy?
Yeah, 100%. Mendy. I'm trying to think of left backs who he's worse than. Get in the comments with that. Who's a really crap left back that you can think of?
I was going to say Burn at Brighton, the big lanky guy.
He's better than him.
But
Burn's better than Mendy.
He's more reliable.
At least he bloody tries. He gave the goal away. He passed. His simple pass to Laporte that nearly let someone else in.
Yeah.
He had 2 shots, and even Pep went, "You're making it obvious, mate." And I know we wanted to lose, but you're making it obvious. Nah, I'm not. I ain't saying that City tried to lose last night, but what I am saying is they didn't bloody try. They didn't never get out of 3rd gear. City are a team that create chances.
I think
their heads
went hit the post. Do you know what I actually?
He should have scored that. He should have bloody scored that.
I just think it was just a bad performance in terms of
they
dominated and they were very comfortable. But the goal that they concede first comes for out. It's like Chelsea on the back foot, not looking like doing anything. 2 players at the halfway line. All you got to do is sort it out. Or they can't.
But that was their
name
3rd game. They should be. I know they might be a bit tired, but they should be better.
Better be fuming with that. They just gave up. They're just like,
their mind wasn't there. Their mind wasn't there, and that's. But to be fair to City, that happens a lot on the beach. Like Southampton were on the beach against Arsenal last night. Yeah. They'd probably been down the beach before they went and played the game. So they're mid-table. They're not in a relegation fight. They're not getting Europe. So they're in. It's hard to get into 5th gear when your season's not there, and that's what happened with City, unfortunately. And that was the thing that frustrated me, because that was 3 good points for Chelsea that they would not have got those 3 points in January.
No chance.
No chance. And that's the trouble. We got our 6 points against City because we played them at a time when they wanted to win. I think City just weren't up for it last night, and I think Liverpool will be the same, so it'll be hard. We covered. I think United will get top 4 still. How sure are you?
Still don't like the word sure. It's really.
I'm 100% sure we're going to get it.
I'm not 100% sure. Wow, I'm probably.
You should never be 100% sure. I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake on camera.
100% sure, mate.
I can't go back on that now. I'm probably 90%.
80%.
That's still high.
70.
Still high.
50.
No, 70's about right.
Nah, about 70%. Because look, we have to do something we haven't seen, and we have to rely on others. And I just hate relying on others. It's nice to have it in your own destiny.
Got to win all our games.
Because even if we do, we could win all our games and still not get it.
Interestingly, Premier League though, just before we talk about relegation in the mid-table clubs, if we're going to win all these games, we're going to score a lot of goals. Anthony Martial's got 14 Premier League goals, same as Rashford now. He's had way less shots than most people because we know the service hasn't been great. I think Aubameyang's got 17, didn't score yesterday for Arsenal. I put a tweet out at the start of the season. No, it wasn't a tweet, it was a video. And I said, I reckon Martial will outscore Aubameyang. Yeah. Ridiculed. Even United fans ridiculed me.
Martial's been out for 2-3 months.
I don't know whether he will beat Aubameyang, but the point that we're still having the conversation and he's still in the race, and I know a hat-trick's changed that, but he's played in a team that's...
Goals are goals, doesn't matter.
He's played in a team without a number 10 for half the season, so...
Exactly.
But if we do keep winning games, there'll be more goals for Martial. It'd be nice to see him and Rashford, but 6 goals from the next 7, I reckon he could do that. 20 goal season in the Premier League. I know he's got 19 altogether.
That's what we've been asking for.
Gets a lot of stick.
Exactly. I think that's what we saw with that Sheffield United game, which I keep saying to people.
Perfect hat-trick.
Who doubt him. Perfect hat-trick. Not literally as in left foot, right foot header, but brilliantly taken goals. And if you give him chances and you put him in the right environment to thrive, he will score goals.
That's what it's always been about.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because I think we will win a lot of games and hopefully we'll get a lot of goals as well. We sort of touched on Spurs and Arsenal. I mean...
Good to see Arsenal signing for the future, investing. David Luiz, I said from when he made
some
that
right
mistake,
back 4 years who doesn't even play.
Look, Cedric Suarez, he hasn't even had an appearance for Arsenal, has he? They give him a 4 year.
Is he like 29 as well?
Even DT tweeted, I can't remember, he said something about if I only do something for a little bit and I get a 4 year contract, is that right? Or so he was pissed off basically. And look, Danny Ceballos.
Don't knock AFTV. I saw him again last night, celebrating, tapping goals from mistakes like they've won the World Cup again. But as I said, don't disrespect them. When you're a mid-table club, every goal you celebrate because you don't know when the next one's coming. So don't knock them for that.
DT literally said, "Look, at least we've got to win, so I can't get bantered anymore."
Yeah.
It's like that school kid coming home saying, "Oh, got a new pair of trainers, so no one's going to laugh at me now." Like, at least you can just lay off them for a bit. And they got Norwich next.
They'll win that. 2 wins in a row.
So it'll be 2, and then they'll be saying they're in the top 4 race. So that's what will happen to them. Spurs,
they're in the top 9 race.
Like you said, are out of it. Well, Burnley, I just started Burnley have won more games than Arsenal.
I couldn't believe Burnley beat Watford last night. Watford are so funny. I always look at Watford and go, too good to go down.
Yeah.
And then Burnley are a good team, but I thought, Watford, you're fighting for that. Just on the relegation battle, if people don't know, so Brighton beat who did Brighton? Oh, Arsenal.
Beat Arsenal,
more pace on it at the end.
Yeah.
They beat them, and then they drew with Leicester. Thanks for that. But so did Watford. Brighton are 5 points away from everyone now, so they're looking good, although United got them on Tuesday. Norwich still 6 points from safety, despite losing 2. Yeah. Which, to be honest, we're 6 points from top 4.
I know,
so
but the thing is they don't score goals.
They don't win the games they need to win, do they? And then you've got West Ham, Villa and Watford separated by a point. And I just think really Villa are surely going to go down, but West Ham and Watford don't seem to be picking up any points.
The thing is nobody is down there, and the thing is, I think with this is that all those teams are down there for a reason, because they can't buy wins. They can't put back-to-back wins together. Can barely put back-to-back draws together. They've been so inconsistent. Hence the reason they're all down there fighting.
I can't believe Watford are down there.
I can't. I look at Watford's squad. I want them to stay up. They've got good players. They have. You look at their front line. I think they've got players in there who can score. They've got players.
They missed Delafield. I don't know whether he's back yet, but they do miss him.
Yeah, he had a long-term injury. Yeah. They did well to get Deeney back. That helped them. Sarr's been brilliant from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's good.
And I do look at them, and I just think you always look at Watford and just think
they're not scoring goals.
They're just not scoring enough.
Because it's a 1-0 loss to Burnley last night.
Yeah,
they should have beat Leicester, and they go 1-0 down.
It's all like I feel like a lot of Watford fans would probably be really frustrated with the nearlies, because they've shown that they
don't get smashed very often, do they?
Nah, it's very narrow defeats, but they showed great fight against Leicester in the last second to come back and get something out of it.
But that's a centre back.
Which is what you need. Centre back, exactly.
They need a striker who can get you 10 goals.
10, 15. I mean,
but so do West Ham as well, really.
So do West. Exactly. They're all not his phone. Look at this guy all the time. All right. I think they will stay up. I think they will. I think Bournemouth are gonna go. I think Norwich are gonna go, and I think it's gonna be West Ham. I think it's going to be West Ham. You look at West Ham as well.
Oh, Bournemouth are down there. I forgot about Bournemouth.
Yeah,
because they're down. Yeah.
Bournemouth ain't surviving.
Yeah,
Ryan Fraser's like, sod this. I ain't even coming back. I think Josh King's injured.
Yeah. Callum Wilson's out for 2 games.
Oh, is he?
Suspended. Yeah.
Oh, they're done. Yeah. They're done. I can't see them. So
I purposely didn't mention Bournemouth because they're definitely relegated with Norwich. So it's West Ham, Villa or Watford.
And I think it will be... Oh, no, I think it'll be Villa.
Yeah,
I think it'll be Villa. I think Watford would avoid a drop, hopefully. But I do think though, because they're so inconsistent in that area, for obvious reasons, I think it's going to come down to like the last couple of games maybe. But I think Watford's last game is against Arsenal. West Ham's last game, I haven't got it to hand.
I know United have got to play West Ham, and I know Watford have got to play Chelsea, Arsenal. The thing is though, nobody's apart from
West Ham have got Chelsea, Newcastle.
Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich, Watford, United. Oh, that Watford game's going to be...
Villa last game of the season, West Ham.
See?
I tell you what,
It's gonna be
that last
tight.
game of the season, you could have Villa, West Ham to stay up. You could have United, Leicester, and Wolves, Chelsea for fourth. Could be a super.
It's going to be
whatever
like that,
it is.
You know, when someone scores a goal and it takes them up, and then they can see. Who do you want to stay up?
I'd quite like to see West Ham go down. I know that's not going to go down very well.
What, because of David Moyes?
I just don't like West Ham. I don't like David Moyes. I mean, does anyone see David Moyes at the Chelsea game last night? He looked like a guy.
Ready to get
I think he thought he was Chelsea manager. I think he'd had a bit of sunstroke. I think he'd been out in the sun and he was just there. He looked really confused to me. But no, I don't like Moyes. I mean, what was it that came out this week about Thiago wanted to come to United and he even got his agent to bring United again. And United was like, "No, I'm getting Fellaini." And we wonder why.
I don't know how true that is.
We wouldn't. No, well.
You wouldn't put that past Moyes.
No, but you wonder why United. I mean, look, take nothing away from Liverpool. They deserve to win the title, but it's not about this season. It's about 6 years of United crumbling, and it started with, "I'm David Moyes. Sack all the backroom staff. I know what I'm doing," and it was terrible. Look, Sir Alex Ferguson, greatest manager there's ever been, but people go, "Well, he recommended Moyes." Yeah, he signed Jemba. Everybody makes mistakes.
100%.
David Moyes, I knew it was a mistake. So
you want to see West Ham and then Bournemouth, Norwich, and you want to see what Watford survive?
Yeah, I mean, from a United point of view, if Villa stay up, Grealish will be cheaper, but I'm not so sure we're in for Grealish anyway.
Definitely need him.
And I do want Watford to stay up. There's something about Watford I quite like. So be West Ham for me. Not because I dislike them, just because you've got David Moyes, and I like Villa and Watford better. I've got nothing against West Ham. I don't like the ground. But
that's the worst.
Yeah.
You're about flipping 10 years away from the pitch, even in the front row. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. It's going to be interesting, I think, going into... It will be interesting how we actually approach the Norwich game as well, because I was kind of thinking about this, and I was like, you know what?
We'll win anyway, but...
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want our team, because we've been so long off, want Martial to get another goal, want Pogba to keep getting minutes under his belt, you want Bruno to... You just want them all to keep ticking.
But you don't want him to get injured.
But you don't want him to get injured.
And
so
a lot of people
I think
are
a bit of
getting
a half-half team, I think, would be... I don't think make wholesale. I was thinking just
if
play
he
the
picks
team and
Pogba
get
tomorrow,
Derby.
if he picks Pogba or Bruno or Rashford tomorrow and they get a
We're all gonna
6-inch
say,
muscle in... Because the trouble with now is any injury is a season ender. It's not a groin strain or anything like that.
Yeah.
3 weeks,
I'll probably play a Garlo up front, bring in Dan James.
Yeah.
On the left, maybe start Rashford.
Rashford's worth it.
Maybe change the whole
Pogba
midfield.
Start, yeah. Well, that's it. That's another Premier League show done. Back in the studio as well, which is good. We're going to do this as a weekly thing. Not necessarily knowing what day we're going to do because I think we had to wait to see what happened last night. But big week coming up next week. And I always said before the block lockdown that this was about top 4 and relegation. Liverpool were always going to win the league.
Yeah.
Arsenal were always going to be mid-table. It's about relegation and top 4, and that's what the excitement's going to be over the next few weeks.
100%. It's going to be exciting. We don't know which way it's going to go from both sides of the table, from the top 4. And I do really think there could be a bit of an anticlimax. I've got this thing in me that just feels like that 5th spot will come about because of the City thing. Whoever gets it, whether it's us or someone else, just be a bit of anticlimax, but then also a bit of sigh of relief because we did get Champions League football, although it won't feel great. But
relegation and top 4 could be done in 3 games. You know, if United lose a couple, Wolves lose a couple, it's gone. Yeah. And relegation, if one of those teams starts winning, the gap will be gone. So, hopefully that won't happen. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you on the next video.
Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.